So if you guys in a relationship, I'm proud of you. If you're not, I'm proud of you, okay? Like, this dating game is crazy. It's crazy.
You know, coming over, right?
Hello, beautiful people. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. I hope you are filled with love, happiness, reassurance. And if you don't know me, I'm Jeneva. My brand is Where is NEVA, and where am I? Physically, romantically, mentally, artistically, and financially. Today we're going to talk about where am I romantically, okay? We're going to talk about dating abroad. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't know, wait, let's back up. I need y'all to do me a favor. Can you guys please subscribe? Can you guys please like? Can you guys please comment, share, love? Show me some love, okay? Because I love y'all. Anyways, moving forward, let me tell y'all about dating abroad. So when I was living out of the country for 4 months, Europe and Africa, I was on Tinder. It was fun. I really feel like Tinder should sponsor me because I be swiping when I'm abroad. Like, listen, I swipe. And I meet people. Let's talk about a little bit about Europe, and then we're going to dig more into Africa, or East Africa. So when I was in Europe, I did a lot on Tinder because I was really by myself. So I'm a solo traveler, but when I was in Africa, East Africa, I knew people already out there. When I was in Europe, I barely knew anybody. Barely. Or if I was just meeting them. So I was on Tinder out there. I matched with a few, and I met up with 2. And it was fun. One took me out on a tour of London. We walked around, we got some food, and it was really cool. The next one, he took me to a club, and it was just things that I wouldn't have done if I was by myself. And it was good. I feel like when you're traveling and you're single, you should get on social media like Tinder because you can do local things with locals, right? They should show you things that tour guides aren't. I mean, tour guides are probably able to show you, but they're showing you for free for the most part. And sometimes they even pay for it. Sometimes y'all don't go just for it. But yeah, it was cool. So when I was in London, I went on 2. I still chat with one. I don't talk to the other one. But some of the messages I was receiving was wild. Like one message I received from a guy who I found out was a stripper. Yeah, that message was something crazy. Anyways, Tinder in East Africa. I wasn't having, like, I was on it. I matched with a couple people, but nothing stick. So I had better luck just hanging out with my friends and meeting people either at a club, either at a restaurant. And that's how I met a couple people, or I met through mutual friends. One guy I met in particular, I went out with one of my friends, and she was interested in his friend. And so his other friend was there, and I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't really interested in him, but I still talked to him because I was like, all right, he seemed like he got like some swag to him. I'm gonna see what it's about. After getting to know him, I started to like him. I was like, this dude is kind of cool. And he started taking me like to these beautiful dinners on the water. He really was like getting to know me. He seemed like he was real interested. I was asking him like about his life, and he was talking about how he's been single for a long time, and that relationships were kind of rocky for him, but he's looking for it maybe later on in life. And it was cool. I was hearing it all out. So we kept on hanging out. And I had this intuition maybe a few days after, because I actually started really liking this guy, and I started feeling this vibe and this energy about him, because there was times where he would like stop texting me, and it was closer to like Valentine's Day, and he was like disappearing. He was talking about how he was busy, and I was just like, for somebody like me, when it comes to a day like this, I feel like, where you at though? Where you at? And so I was like, something's not adding up. And so I was talking to my friend about it, and she was like, well, let's look him up on WhatsApp. And I was like, well, how? She was like, what is his last name? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, well, I can find out his last name for you, and then we could search him on Facebook and stuff. I was like, cool. So she looked him up on WhatsApp. She gave me his first and last name. I knew his first name, but couldn't really spell his last name. So she gave it to me. I searched it on Facebook, and I found a picture of him and his wife. Yes, I found a picture of him and his wife. And I was pissed. I was mad. I was in my feelings. I was irritated. And so I messaged him and I was like, hey, so I have a question. Have you lied to me? And he was like, no, what are you talking about? I've never lied to you. And I was like, okay. Is there something you need to tell me that you forgot to tell me? And he was like, no, where are you getting at? And I was like, are you married? And then he said around like, I don't understand the question. Are you married? And he tried to reflect the question back on me, then start getting upset. And then he was going through stuff with his family and trying to talk to me about that. And I was like, dude, now you want to talk to me about the shit that you're going on with your family, but you're really not answering the question. And so I eventually just cut him off, and he would try to call me from other numbers. He actually added, he created another Instagram. It was some wild stuff, and I had to tell him, like, dude, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. But I ended up meeting him again to just have lunch because I wanted to get this off my chest because I was hurt. I trusted this man. I mean, how did I find out? And I told him. And I told him that what he's doing is not okay. And I asked him, like, where's his wife at? And he was like, oh, my wife is in Australia getting her master's. And I was like, oh, okay. And where do you have any kids? And he goes, yes, the kids are with my parents. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that makes legitimate sense now, huh? No. So you're telling me you're cheating on your wife, entertaining other women while she's going to better herself? And then you're cheating on your kids by entertaining another woman, by leaving your kids at your parents' house? But then I realized that this was an epidemic or something, because there was so many married men that would be in a club cheating on their wives. And I'm just like, I don't want this problem. I don't want it. Like, they will happily wear their wedding ring at the club and be talking to women. And I'm like, so me, like, for instance, I met this other guy. And we was talking, and he was like, he started asking a question about myself, and I started asking a question about him. And I was like, are you married? This dude was like, yeah, aren't you? I was like, no, I'm not married. And after that, I stopped talking to him too. But let me tell you this. This is not just a Tanzania thing. This is not just an African thing. This is not because married men approach me in America, married men approach me in different places. It's a trifling thing, okay? And I'm not saying only men do it. There are married women who will talk to other men. And I'm just saying, or other women, whatever they're interested in. I'm saying if your relationship does not know that you are in an open relationship, then you should not be cheating on your spouse. But if you guys decided that it was an open relationship, then you need to tell the person that you are trying to involve in that relationship that, hey, I'm in an open relationship. You know, there's different ways. It's communication, period. Just communication. Like, Let's talk about it. Tell me how you feel. Tell me if you're married. Like, we can easily talk about it, and I can easily walk away from it. And that's probably the thing of why they don't tell me, because I walk away, but I don't have time. Wives are crazy, okay? Wives, like, I don't know if you guys heard about like acid attacks and stuff like that. Like, I know when I was in college, we learned about this story of this woman who found out that her husband was cheating on her. The girl that he was cheating with didn't know he was married. So the wife found her and threw acid on her face and burnt her face up. And the girl didn't even know. So me saying all this, stop putting people in harm's way just because of your own selfish needs. Like, we gotta cut that out. Unless there's a communication, like, we talking about it and we letting you know, like, hey, I'm married. My wife knows that I'm talking to other women. If I'm the girl, let me talk to the wife so I know she understanding. Like, I'm not into that. But if that was something that I was into, then let's have communication. Let's all have a group meeting, okay? Fast forward. So that situation happened. After that, I went on a few other dates, and it was cool. Majority of them didn't stick. Yeah. During that time, I realized that I need to sit down and not really be dating. Because dating period, wherever I'm at, is kind of a hard thing to do, but it is what it is. Y'all, I love y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed my little short stories about the married man and the stripper man and the other numerous men. Oh, I sound like a little hoe. But happy dating, happy love, happy black love, happy white love, happy black, white love, like happy love all together, okay? And I'm sending you guys reassurance, positivity, happiness, fulfillment in your life, financially, romantically, mentally, and all the other leads. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all later.